and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is your boy James, a.k.a. Hollywood J. Black, live in the building once again. Back with another Synful Blaq Reacts. I got my main mans, Big MFing, Sinners in the building. How you doing today, sir?
Man, I'm doing good. The big homie Rittz dropped a new track a couple weeks ago. We're a little behind on it, but I know this man likes when we do our reactions for him, and he's not alone.
No, he's not alone. This time, he's brought my man's King ISO and a
killed face off.
in a cat by the name of Emilio Rojas. Gotta say, you gotta roll the R. Rojas in the building.
Justin Roberts would do. Andrade.
Oh, exactly. So, everything is kind of everything at this point. We just got to find out what the fuck is going on here.
Yeah, we miss Rittz.
Between Rittz and ISO, this track is a banger. I've never heard Emilio Rojas before, but
right. So
obviously this track is already at a fucking 100 miles and running already. So let's find out.
But if you on the track with Rittz and King ISO, you better bring your heat, boy.
Oh, you better bring all of it, all the heat and then some. So I guess, are you ready, sir?
Oh yeah.
All right, so without further ado, this is Rittz, King ISO, Emilio Rojas, Gladiator, right here on Synful Blaq Reacts. Let's go. Play, no, why aren't you not playing? No, I said play. Okay, there we go. Oh, produced by my man C-Lance. A Hawaiian Sophie thing.
You already know it's coming back in there.
Oh, yeah.
How did somebody try to compare me to other rappers like they see a similarity? This shit ain't even close. See the record label putting bread up on the breakfast table. People hate to see me eat a piece of toast. Homie, you don't know me personally cause you be the post. In the grow the fork up, never drove a girl pub. But I bring it to your doorstep, split your forehead. Wide over tie, smoking in a stolen vehicle. You got love on me, I'm easy to oppose. Smoking this cigar from the Dominican Republic. The rubber, the ton of homies shut the circle. Letting no one in the photo, getting stronger. The rolling pin, watch the door spin. I'm noticing the growth, opening the envelope. Goddamn, now I got 100K inside it. I ain't talking toilet paper when I said it. I'm a lover of paper products. Diamond shining like a laser. I'm defining every day. They walking in the Asian market, watch your eyes. You can ride away with me. Sit back a bunch of time, get to give up to the time. I should I apologize? Wrong, final landers trying to claim honest. I need pride. I don't blame rappers trying to take a step away from me. Unexpectedly, guess they having trouble jumping on that swallow pride. They be kinda small inside, but my heart is giant. Casting out a shadow that is hard to walk beside. I can tell us representing all around the map. See lands in the beats from the northeast. Diamonds in the grip, I gotta get in the lobby. And Bobby just roll up on me, and he gotta walk to a free. You can't afford 4Gs, they don't hit me for the feature. Homie, watching Charlo bossing from the floor seats. Afterwards, I had the threesome up beside a Venetian, the 34th floor suite.
I put the crown like I'm a king. Guts of a dragon slayer, bitch, I'm privileged like a priest. Heart of a gladiator, claim my throne and crown my queen. Guts of a dragon slayer, walk around like I'm a king. Heart of a gladiator, I got guts. Guts of a dragon slayer, I got heart. Heart of a gladiator, I got guts. Guts of a dragon slayer, I got heart. Heart of a gladiator.
Bro.
Jesus Christ. So, my man said,
my man said, fuck everybody.
Jesus Christ.
He went the fuck off, dude.
Yo. I just sitting here like, yeah, we're just on this bullshit again. God damn. That's what you just get. Just the line in your head, just go. Just go.
Get that little stank look in your face, just like.
The fucked up part about it is that when he does it, right, it is not just like he's rapping for the fuck of it. It's not like, you know, he's just spitting. Every lyric has a purpose, bro.
Yeah, my man said, how dare you compare me to another rapper?
Yeah, you don't. You can't. What are you gonna, really? You can't. You can't.
You have the audacity.
You can't. This dude is a absolute fucking monster. Oh my god.
So, I know King ISO can hold his own, but Emilio, my man.
he has a
you have a tall hill to climb, my friend.
just slightly. All right.
We know what ISO is all about.
Yeah. Well, ISO, I believe, is next, according if the thing is correct. So let's find out about Mr. ISO, if that's his real name. All right, let's go.
Yeah, ain't nobody breathing one with a milli.
Oh no, this is Emilio. Okay.
You're looking at me when I'm whipping in the city. All black BM, I don't do the Corvettes. Petty motherfucker, I don't never take pity. I don't feel a thing, I don't gotta need my monster. I see the lies, ain't no being fake with me. And I won't stop till I'm sitting on the floor. The way I live, man, is getting obscene. They celebrate my birthday with a nativity scene. I got the women hitting me to come and get in their spleen, but I don't even give a damn because it's getting routine. I don't care, no me importan las putas. I told them ain't no love for sucias. Hand tatted with Cupid and a Medusa. How you pay dues? You ain't even pay producers. Middle finger like fuck the man, that's why I keep my cash tucked in a rubber band. Yeah. You know I really only fuck with fan. You wanna see me, gotta talk to the dog like you the son of Sam. Every quarter, couple $100 grand. And I swear that next year I'm gonna double that. Yeah, cause I came from the gutter and in the fucking way, I'm a double back. Nah, nah.
Crown like I'm a king, guts of a dragon slayer. Bitch, I'm privileged like a priest, heart of a gladiator. Claim my throne and crown my queen. Guts of a dragon slayer. Crown like I'm a king, heart of a gladiator. I got guts of a dragon slayer. I got heart of a gladiator. I got guts of a dragon slayer. I got heart of a gladiator.
Okay, so you asked, you brought the gauntlet to Mr. Emilio Rojas, okay, and my man's, I mean, he's no Rittz, but he has some bars.
No, homeboy has some bars, but I hate to say this. If they were going to use, a crossover Hispanic and English MC like that,
I know what you're going to say.
Who would have fit nice and perfectly in this mix?
Oh, I know who would fit.
It would have been a nice, beautiful strawberry jam in the middle. That would have been our girl soda product.
Yes, and I feel where you're coming from, and I don't want to discredit you.
Homeboy killed it though. Homeboy was good.
No, I don't want to discredit you or your statement, okay? Mm-hmm. And I think that Snow would have absolutely bodied this thing, okay?
The song would have been like 10 minutes long because she would have stopped.
Oh, of course not. She would have spit. She would have had 2 verses, a whole 16 in English and a whole 16 in Spanish. This video would have never stopped.
But for Emilio Rojas, for us, our first time hearing him, I do believe, she was dope.
Yo, Emilio Rojas did his thing. Absolute beastly on the microphone, lyrically inclined to do this over and over again, and I'm here for it. So
the one thing I can say is, good thing it's not a cipher ranking.
Oh yeah, no, because the problem is that you came after it, and you're before ISO.
That's like when we get the lingo and AOK at the ton of fucking ciphers.
Yeah, no. See, that's that bullshit.
No, that's my man.
All
right, it's time for the KING ISO.
ISO season in the building. ISO season. Let's go.
Like a chick that don't get stuck below. I go Russell Crowe, she'll be glad I ate her. But fuck you hoes, seemed like a month ago was in a solitary cell, no card to pass the players. I was seeing what played up before we lit up a flame, though until them fuck a man cave, I got a dragon's lair. And the only time that I leave in allegories when I blast a 40 making practice paper. You ain't really got it right until you have some haters with an advisor too, like anti-vaccinators. But I'ma give them a shot and not a glass of Jaeger, getting topped off like decapitators. Got a soda and certain people I order to kill all over the field. My soldiers ducking assassinators. Keep supporting the real like I'm about to go in the film and it's force so grab a saber and start stabbing Vader. And the navigator, do a mass drive-bys. Bubba Rich when I was on this, I was slap high five. Even though the industry give him a bad guy vibe, I'm like, that's my nigga, he like, that's my guy. Make a nigga disappear with the mag while lie. I'm the truth and I shoot, you just can't wild lie. Bars dragging like shit grind, I'm that sky high. Smoking that Zaza, homie, that's why I
crown like I'm a king, guts of a dragon slayer. Bitch, I'm privileged like a prince, heart of a gladiator. Claim my throne and crown my queen, guts of a dragon slayer. Walk around like I'm a king, heart of a gladiator. I got guts of a dragon slayer. I got heart of a gladiator. I got guts of a dragon slayer. I got heart of a gladiator.
All right, that's the end of it right there.
So that bar, the beginning of King ISO's verse, he said, "I'm Russell Crowe from down below. She glad I ate her."
I'm gonna say something controversial. Are you ready for some controversy?
For sure.
Well, actually, 2 controversial statements. Here's my 2 controversial statements. First off, this wasn't ISO's best verse. It was a great verse. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, if you compare it to stuff he's done in the past, yeah, you're right.
If you compare it to Face Off, this is like
this is light years back from
this is very as one Maxwell Jacob Friedman would say, mid.
So I have a fit with if you take King ISO's verse and listen to what he said, because a lot of people have turned on Rittz recently due to some issues that happened.
I don't see why.
And I can't remember what it's about, and I'm not going to speculate anything. But he even said in his thing, he's like, a lot of people don't like my man, but that's my dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know that they got mad because in the video, the Sick of Suffering video, where he emulated suicide, he also posted a picture. See, what happened is that he posted a picture from the video on his feed. And I know all the suicide, advocates, not advocates, but you know what I'm saying, the anti-suicide advocates, whatever the case may be, the people against suicide, we're all pissed off. I lost my people. I remember that. And that was a big-ass uproar. And that's what
there was some other shit that went down with some, like, I don't remember if it was human trafficking or some shit. I don't know what it came about.
Well, if you look at, I'm telling you, look at the, if you find that picture, I think he still has the picture up. If you can find the picture, that was probably one of the most commented pictures that he's had on ever on his profile. Like,
I know which one you're talking about.
And it was stupid. I'm like, this is from the video.
Yeah.
Yes, does it trigger? Is it triggering you? It should. Okay? Because listen, there's people that feel just like this but don't have a better way to visualize it other than actually fucking killing themselves.
Yes.
Like he's trying to tell you that there's people feel like this. And stop being so numb and stop, I don't want to see it. How can we want to be like that? But the moment that somebody wants to either A, have an abortion, or B, carry a gun in public, that's when everybody wants to get uproar in arms and then offended and a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You can't like try to hide from the shit going on in life and then be like, you know what I'm saying, and then want to have a bonus, a backlink stand on because somebody told you that you should, and somebody's manipulating you into feeling that you should. No, life is life, and life has many layers to this shit.
So, can I just open up about something real quick?
Go ahead.
You might remember this a few months ago.
No,
I had a friend who passed away.
Yeah,
and his 13-year-old son took his life.
Yeah,
took his own life.
Shit.
And Hollywood knows how bad that hit me.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
It's one of those things that happens, and I understand what people say about suicide and all that shit. But for a man to post a picture out of a music video that he was talking about suicide awareness and what people are going through, and people to get all up in an uproar without actually watching the fucking video, you fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But let's get off that track because I don't need my mind to go there right now.
But see, the second... So my second controversial statement... I thought that was going to be controversial. Here's my second controversial statement. I think King ISO purposely held back because... Listen... I'm not saying that King ISO is a better rapper than Rittz, but this is a feature and not an actual song. And sometimes
this is for Rittz to get back on track.
Yeah, this was the reintroduction. Allow me to reintroduce myself, and I got my boys King ISO and thing because listen, we just did a review on some King ISO tracks about 4 months ago, right? Absolute fucking fire. We did Face Off. Absolute fucking fire.
So one of the only tracks Tech 9 has ever been out rapped on.
Yeah. Which is probably why he held back. Somebody told him
that we hold. Maybe that's why we hold King ISO in a different standard at this point in time, because of what he did on Face Off.
Because the world needs to hold King ISO in the same regard that we do. Like
I know that, but they won't.
I feel like King ISO, guys like King ISO, Rittz, Tech 9 are superior lyricists in their own mind in the independent scene that none of these niggas can touch with a 10-foot pole. You know what I'm saying? And you see when King ISO goes full Goku Super Saiyan Blue, you see what he did on Face Off. I think this is one of those things where he's like, and I don't even think the verse was as long as it should be. It wasn't a full 16 minutes.
Rittz had the longest verse here. ISO had the second, and Emilio had the last.
No, see, I felt that Emilio had a longer verse than his.
Unless they were equal, ISO sounded a little bit longer than it because he used more vocabulary in his.
Yeah, exactly.
But this was so basically Rittz was your main course, and Emilio and King ISO were the dessert. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Rittz came out there and just pounded that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He set the tone. He set the standard. And sometimes when you do that, you have to be like, "Fuck, man." He just did his thing. And I'm not mad.
You just got to give up the goat at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm going to drop this bar. The bars. I'm not going to logic you on Sriracha with fucking Jordan Lucas and Tech 9. I'm not going to do what Logic did there.
Yeah.
Just drop trash because I know I can't out-rap either of these two.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is, my man Rittz is going to just pound this shit hard. And Emilio is going to introduce himself to listeners who have never heard him before. And ISO is going to give us that fulfilling flow that we know he could do, but dial it back just a little bit.
Yeah. I think everything we didn't said that need to be said. This was an amazing track, a nice reintroduction.
Dissected the fuck out of this shit.
I'm just saying. Hey, listen. I told you my controversial statement. I stand by it.
I got you.
Come see me, King ISO. I know what you got. I know what you're capable of, Nick. We done did the reactions, Nick.
My man built like John Jones, so you better watch out.
Yeah, he probably beat my ass. Maybe. I don't know.
You saw him in that face-off video.
No.
Man built with John Jones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no lie. All right, Big Sin.
Right.
Let the people know what they can do to join us as we become the reactors of infamy.
What I need y'all to do right now is like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell so you know more Synful Blaq React Shop. Also, support these artists, Rittz, Emilio Rojas, and King ISO. Support them. They are independent artists, and they need all the support they can get.
Yeah, they do. They absolutely do.
Oh, and C-Lance, my man. I know you're dropping an album soon, and I know our boy Gmo Skis feature on one of the tracks on there, so I can't wait for that shit.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. So until next time, that's my man Big Sin. I'm your boy Hollywood J. Black, and this just might be Synful Blaq Reacts. But until next time, we are out this thing. Deuces.
The Illuminati's looking at you.